It's the time to get down.
People that look like they were recovering from something. These people look jacked up, and they were just going along limping. And you know, and you guys don't know, I look bad. I look bad. I told you, cars slow down. They see me walking. But people are out there inspiring, man, because they are actually working. And fat people too. And I can use fat because even though I lost 40 pounds, I'm still have the mind of a fat person.
Well, I got the mind of a wealthy person. It's my pockets are empty. I mean, I don't know, you know.
They say you can't say fat no more.
Right.
All right, but so we segmented the shows into good news, bad news, and the other shit. So we're gonna start off today with the good news.
All right.
Then we're gonna do the bad news, and finally we're gonna get to the other shit.
There you go. I like.
I thought that would make it easier for a lot of you to understand. It was get too complicated. Too complicated.
I know.
And then later on, we're going to have the new sports, where it's all hot sports because you had hot sports last night.
Oh man, couldn't even talk sports, bro. Had to talk controversy.
They have to talk sports and it's going to be hot.
Yeah,
hot. And we're going to have our guest come in, comedian Nacole Williams.
Yes, sir.
Oh, fine self.
Oh, yes,
that she
sir.
need a date. I said, okay. You know, so good. You know, one thing we celebrate here is our ethnic diversity. Because, you know, at first it was a bunch of old black folks. Which is cool. Because I love them. I sleep with some every now and then. But we wanted to get some diversity. So now we have diversity. And it's so refreshing. Because it just leaves us confused. We don't know what the hell is going on. But anyway, I wanted to share with everybody what I consider to be like the best news to me of the whole week. They about to get these damn miners out of this thing. Please. I don't know about y'all. This been killing me. I don't even like to think about it. I start imagining me in the mine shaft, all down there with your funky ass. Even if you down there with a bunch of people you like, smelling LA just for 2 months. I can't even think about it long because I get dizzy.
Wow.
So I am so glad they're about to get these people out there. They have the shaft. And what they said, we went faster, Vic, because they were drilling through virgin rock.
Yes, sir.
That's rock that ain't never been drilled. I like the analogy.
Yeah,
they drill through. Have y'all ever drilled through virgin rock? Because usually, if you ain't bringing the diamond drill, you got to bring the diamond drill to get to the virgin rock. But I am so glad, y'all. Personally, sometimes you get invested in issues when you do these kinds of shows because we're amateurs in a sense. This is new to us. And we don't have an agenda. We just are mostly taking it in as individuals and human beings like you all. And so, therefore, no offense, it messes with my head sometimes, these stories. So this one, you guys, we want to thank once again Al Jazeera because they are one of the networks that don't try to shut us down. Thank you to all the networks that don't try to shut us down, like Russian television and Al Jazeera, because all American ones seem to find us to be a threat. And so even though we have that constitutional fair right of fair use, First Amendment. That's right. You can have free speech, but you can't afford it usually. They will sue you, and it will cost you some hundreds of thousands to exercise your free speech. So free speech actually costs you about $50,000 now. Because we have to fight off all the people that try to shut us down. But that's okay. So we want to thank Al Jazeera. And here's the piece. And by the way, they have a whole Al Jazeera English section. So let's promote them. Even though the FBI probably watching.
While you're doing the buffer, I'm giving a little holler out to Black Chaos, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Stay with us here while we show you this piece, okay?
Known as GOPE carry out a rescue rehearsal. The scenario, a miner has fallen down a tunnel and they get a call to the command center at the Atacama station. It is like rock climbing, except it's done 500 meters below the desert floor. The depth is not a coincidence. The 33 miners are trapped at the same level.
We are getting ready in case we are called to help, although these exercises are conducted all year round.
Lieutenant Saez and the men he commands are all medics and experts in extreme rescues, be it underwater or underground.
Well, one of us is already participating in the rescue of the 33 men, and if the capsule gets stuck, this is exactly the way that we would get them out.
Lieutenant Saez is explaining to me that this is a chimney, what they call a chimney, which is a ventilation shaft. And the San Jose mine had one. They had to actually go through one like these to find out what was the problem on August the 5th. A group of commandos from their unit reached the area that had collapsed and quickly established that the ventilation shaft was not an option to carry out a rescue. One of their colleagues will be the first person in the rescue team to see the miners face to face in more than 2.5 months. He will also stay underground until the rescue is over. The GOPE training has caught the attention of local miners.
It's important for me that they practice here. You never know if we may need them. I'm also happy they chose this mine to train.
But with or without GOPE nearby, he has to descend a kilometer below ground to make a living. Monica Villamizar, Al Jazeera, in the Atacama Desert.
Hey, so you know, you guys, what the main thing is that, and stuff is coming out minute by minute. If we're lucky, we may get to see the first of the miners in the next, today. And they say once they get going, it could be as short as, 7 or 8 hours, or as long as, a day or so. Because they have medical people trying to check them out, and they're planning for every kind of complication. Because what happens with these things, now you have some different medical issues when people have been confined, the kind of things you look for as you reacquaint them with the outside surroundings. So we want to send our prayers out to the families. This is like one of those things that's a victory for everybody around the world, like claps. You stop and say, please get these people out. Because doesn't it somehow we connect to it like it represents a chance for us in the most dire of circumstances?
All I know is I looked at the big hole and how dark it got as you look deeper into it. Now imagine that you have a 22-inch hole.
And I'm a big man.
And yet it's in a dark, it's dark. Everything's dark. I just can't imagine. Cause
that's the part that gets me, that whole dark shit. Stepping all in some nasty.
But you guys are missing the real point. Do you understand that these guys have brought a lawyer in and they're all signing before they come out an agreement so that any rights to the movies are shared equally? And these guys are already thinking they're set for life.
I hope they are set for life. Go through some shit like that, and you can be set. In my book, I'm like ready to go. Any kind of long ass underground in a hole, live through a box, lose your arm, right? Lost in the wilderness for 10 years. I'm ready to let you have book, movie. I want you rich. Get laid, get some good food, everything.
I got a comparison. What story do you think, if you could have followed each story between these two comparisons, the one about the Peregrine flight that went down in the Andes or something like that, and it was called Alive in a movie, versus this one, which one do you think would be more traumatic for you if you was experiencing it, Mario?
Well, here you have, traumatic because in the other ones you had injured people, many of whom died in the crash, and there was a few who were left to live. In this instance, you have them, they were reached fairly quickly by the first communications, but you've got a number of people fairly healthy from what it sounds like.
Yes. In
the gathering. Now, I didn't realize that they build these little rooms.
Yep.
For those of you who really want to see some amazing stuff, go on YouTube and search mining. You will see the underground mines. You go down 1 or 2 miles, then there's a whole complex. Mike, you been in there with rooms and kitchens and everything.
And they got big machinery that you see above ground, underground.
That's right. It's phenomenal.
Wow.
So it's a whole thing, and so they have it that when they have issues, you're supposed to go to a certain point.
Right.
Yeah. But still, you guys. No, that's just crazy because I couldn't take it.
Well, it's two different.
This is where your urban toughness just goes right out the goddamn window. You could be all king of the streets. You could be monster gangster. But let your ass be down in the hole with Jose and Lupe. And you
got different factors.
They be talking to you. Chill out, black man. Chill out. Stay calm.
No, man.
Stay calm, Mario. Stay. I can't stay calm. They don't get me out this damn hole. I'm gonna eat somebody.
Okay, check it out, Mark. The reason why I say it's different because I read the book on the one about the Chilean, survivors, the whole thing. This one, you're right. It goes through where you actually are alive and you're going, please let everything go all right, and you're spending a lot of time. The comparison over the airplane is the one where you sat there and says starvation kicks in everybody who's left because some people die. So it became more that they need to eat and stay warm. This one, they just need to sit there and say, please.
How about some air?
That's what I'm saying. But they got air.
No, oh, man, because they drilled a hole. Well, okay.
Would you deal
33 miners.
Can you eat people?
Yes, you can.
Would you eat people?
You can eat. I never say what you will do in the right circumstance. Because, they say in the right circumstance, damn near everybody
you may have to
do something.
You may have to eat your girlfriend.
Hey, well, I hope she's one of them, most of mine. The breast will keep us going for a week or two. Eat the breast and the ass.
He's wrong.
Because the brain will go, save some of the... But the booty and the breast will keep it going.
Okay.
All right, but so we just want to say, you guys, we're so pleased. That's the good news. I mean, and so we're going to have good news tomorrow. We're going to have good news every day. It's all good news.
How come you don't seem sincere with that quote?
I am, man. I'm sincere because it's good news. Now let's go to the bad news.
See, one story.
Okay. Actually, according to my program notes here, I'm supposed to show y'all some John B. Because, it's the good news. See, the whole thing was Vic has been out there getting these shows. And, what's so good about it is that we get invited. What's bad about it is that you still got to deal with the elements. So, if you're an urban video pioneer,
just a little
now you all kind of know what that means if you're a urban video pioneer.
What you trying to say, man?
I'm just saying, people like, you blocking my view. I don't care if you pack stereo. I can't see, and I came to see John B. Me and my girlfriend. Then you have to say, well, you want to be in the video? Oh, wait a minute now. Then come on, you want to tell us why you like John B? Well, hey, okay, well, maybe I can. I said, well, go get your finest little hood rat friends.
Let's go.
Come on back here. Because some of them, they know.
You calling our people hood rats.
I just say our people. Oh, not all. But they some hood rats out there. Not all. But some.
You know what?
You are.
And I love all of us. So it's okay. So I know how to work with them. You see, I got them all chilled out.
Yeah.
But Vic.
Yeah.
So the point being, Vic goes out there in the elements, working the camera. He got people coming up to him, patting him on the ass, asking him questions. He's trying to
jacked up.
He comes back with stories.
The stories are better. The stories are way better because you know what? When you go, when you go see shows and videos, and now some of us have been invited to them. It's things you leave alone. You go, okay, there goes the cameraman. There's two cameramen. They're working. Nobody messes with them.
Right. You would think that people would see that.
Right.
You wouldn't walk up and say, "What you doing?"
They're patting you on the back.
What you doing here? What do you think I'm doing?
Right.
I know you're a brother.
Yeah, right. What the hell it look like I'm doing?
Right.
Big ass camera on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm here selling dupes. What do you think?
That's cold, man. That's cold. It makes it real, though. The part I have to admit, though, because you know what? I think most people feel like the camera is shooting an object and the sound is nowhere near. And I think that's the part. Because even I can think about that when I'm going and I'm standing next to a cameraman. I never think that the audio is being piped in and fed from the camera because it's usually going through a board.
Yeah, you don't think it's going to be Keisha! Keisha! They shoot video, John B. He might show up. Bring Tata too. Oh, girl, nobody gonna see your shoes. Come over here. Okay, we ready.
I know, man. That's wrong. That's wrong. But we love our people. Well, and when I say I love